Welcome to the December 22nd meeting of the Town of Southampton Conservation Board. In accordance with the governor's executive orders, all of the board's meetings will be held remotely via video conference until further notice. So we ask the public to continually check the town's website for updates and new information. The link to participate in this meeting via Zoom can be found on the town's website. This meeting is also live streamed on the town's website. If you do not wish to speak at the live meeting, but you would like to submit comments for the public record, the link to submit comments can also be found on the town's website. Board members who must recuse themselves from any application will state so on the record and will be removed from the meeting until the end of the discussion and vote on the application. Also, as a reminder, we ask that applicants and their agents please state their names and addresses for the record. Please join together in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all. And all the board members are present. Thank you all. So we'll begin the agenda. And the first is, what is your pleasure on the minutes of December 8th, 2021?
Motion to accept as amended or written.
Second.
All in favor? Harry, I. Tom, F.
Aye.
Ann,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
Tom, R.
Aye.
Sunshine,
Will abstain.
and George.
Aye.
Public hearings, A 021050 Graham Broyd. The application is withdrawn. Is there a motion to accept that withdrawal?
So moved.
All in favor? Harry, I. Tom, F.
Aye.
Ann.
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
Tom, R.
Aye.
And, George,
Aye.
Sunshine. You just bounced around, Sunshine. I don't know how you moved like that, but at least on my computer you did. A 019125 Jeffrey W. Howell.
We do have
And-
affidavits of posting and mailing for this application in compliance with the town code. So the board does have jurisdiction to open the hearing and adjourn if the board is so inclined.
All right, Charlie, is there anybody in the audience that wants to come in on this?
I see no hands.
Is there a motion to adjourn to February 9th, 2022?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Harry, I. Tom, F.
Aye.
Ann,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
Tom, R.
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine.
Aye.
A 021015 172 MP Road LLC.
We do have affidavits of posting and mailing on this application as well in compliance with the town code. The board does have jurisdiction to open the hearing and adjourn if you so choose.
Just as an update, the applicant has requested an adjournment to January 12, 2022.
Thank you, Marty. Is there anybody in the public that has their hand up, Charlie?
No, sir.
Do we have a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Harry, I. Tom, F.
Aye.
Ann,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
Tom, R.
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine.
Aye.
For the ZBA 95 Inlet Road WLLC.
This application relates to an existing residentially developed property that has frontage on Cold Spring Inlet. The recommended advisory comments indicate that a variance is being sought for a shed that is situated bounds of the town's wetland permitting jurisdiction. The Conservation Board had issued a wetlands permit for this property, which now needs to be modified in order to legalize that shed. The advisory comments also recommend that the Zoning Board of Appeals postpone any decision on the pending application until the requisite permit modifications have been obtained. And the last comment, which is customary, indicates that no advisory recommendations being made with regards to the compatibility of the requested relief with the variance issuance standards as set forth in the town building and zoning code.
Motion to send those comments to the ZBA?
Second.
All in favor, Harry, I, Tom F.
Aye.
Ann,
Aye.
Jerry.
Aye.
Tom R.
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine.
Aye.
Gregory Liffin.
The variances being sought relate to an existing residentially developed property on Lighthouse Road in the Hamlet of Hampton Bays. The comments indicate that the subject lot is located within close proximity to a bulkheaded boat basin associated with the west end Shinnecock Bay. The next comment indicates that a letter of non-jurisdiction has been issued for the proposed activities. The project has since changed. Nonetheless, the modified project plans are still eligible for a letter of non-jurisdiction pursuant to Chapter 325. And the last comment indicates that notwithstanding this advisory report, no determination has been made with regards to the compatibility of the requested relief with the variance standards as set forth in the town building and zoning code.
Motion to send those comments to the ZBA?
Second.
All in favor, Harry, I, Tom F.
Aye.
Ann,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
Tom R.
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine.
Aye.
And the third ZBA referral is Pamela J Kelley.
This pending variance application relates to a residentially developed property that's located within close proximity to Mill Creek, which is part of the larger Mecox Bay ecosystem. The property is also located within the bounds of the town's high priority water quality improvement zone. An accessory apartment is being planned, which appears to be located outside of the town's wetland permitting jurisdiction. Nonetheless, a lot inspection and jurisdictional request application needs to be filed. Third comment indicates that no determination has been made with respect to the consistency of the requested variances with the standards in the town building and zoning code. And lastly, the recommendation is being made that in the event that the Zoning Board of Appeals approves requested variances, said approval should be conditioned upon the installation of a new innovative alternative on-site wastewater treatment system.
Motion to send those comments to the ZBA?
Second.
All in favor, Harry, I, Tom F.
Aye.
Ann,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
Tom R,
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine.
Aye.
The administrative wetland permits are in your packets. We'll move on for resolution of conditional approval, A021102, Jeremy Reen and Christina Reen. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Second.
Resolved that a conditional wetland permit approval be granted to Jeremiah Reen and Christina Reen for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor? Harry, I, Tom F.
Aye.
Ann,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
Tom R,
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine.
Aye.
A021103, Joseph Mullen. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Second.
Resolved that a conditional wetland permit approval granted to Joseph Mullen for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor? Harry, I, Tom F,
Aye.
Ann,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
Tom R,
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine.
Aye.
And under the decision heading A021034, Martin Vegfenko and Juliet Jalima. Is there any update to this application, Marty?
No, there is not. We have not heard from the applicant or from the applicant's counsel.
Okay. Well,
The only update, of course, is that the applicant, after the close of the public hearing, had recommended that you put this on for decision. He indicated that his client was not amenable to the mitigation that was discussed at the public hearing.
okay,
A question.
yes.
Just to be clear, I know a lot of the conversation was about the pool, but I think I want to make sure I'm on a, but wasn't this really about them not wanting to accept that they were on wetlands?
It was, there were several issues. But we look at it as a total package.
Well, isn't that though, at the end of the day, what this came down to, they were
Well,
still.
no,
no
it's more
question.
than, it's more than that. It's the pool size, location, the wetland buffer area. But there's a procedural thing that I'm a little bit puzzled with. Marty, if a,
Chairman, before you start,
or-
discuss any further, I have to recuse myself on this application, so I'm just going to log off. If you
okay,
do need Town Attorney Jim Burke, he is available, so just let me know.
yes, would you see if he could come on board?
Yes.
All right, just to respond to your question, in summation, the applicant indicated in their final correspondence to the board that they are yet disputing the presence of town regulated wetlands, and they are not amenable to establishing the existing covenanted wetland non-disturbance, non-fertilization buffer. And again, previously noted, they requested that the matter be put before this board for a decision.
So that's where we stand right now. I was led to believe by a good source that there was an update to this, and I think when Jim comes on, that can be clarified. Marty, if a request came in for a waiving of the 45-day time restraint to, where would it go to? And would you have access to real-time receipt of that?
Well, typically that request needs to be made to the board through Karina Gorey as well as CC to me.
And would that generally be an email or fax?
That would, generally be an email with an attached letter, but the last correspondence was not sent to me. It was sent to Karina and the board.
Okay, so Karina, you're not in receipt of anything in the last couple of hours then, is that correct?
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right, then let's wait a moment for Jim to come on board. He has been our counsel on this application. And he may have some information that we don't have.
Looks like Jerry's trying to get back in. Or something.
I heard a squeak.
And this video went blank.
Sounds like it needs WD-40.
There he is.
Still don't see him.
Hmm.
He's coming on.
I'm on. All right.
Thank you, Jim. We're on the Vegfenko application.
Yes.
and Just wondering if you have anything to add, anything that's happened in the last hour or so.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I had spoke with our outside counsel earlier today, and I relayed that we were looking for the written confirmation about the acceptance of the extension on the decision. I just checked my email. Kelly had just reached out to talk to me about this, and I found I had an email from our outside counsel to Mike Walsh. It was back at 3:30. So while I did ask him to write something directly to the board, the email is from Scott to Mike, and it says, per our discussions, can you please reply to this email confirming that you consent to the Conservation Board adjourning this application to give us a further opportunity to discuss and consider the matter prior to decision being rendered. And that was from Scott Creppin, who's our outside counsel, from David Spellman. And Mike responded, yes, thank you. That was his response. So, I mean, it was confirming their agreement to grant the extension of the decision for this application at this time. So.
Okay, so a request has been request has been made by the applicant to waive the 45-day requirement that we make a decision. So I would entertain a motion to adjourn this decision. And let's just adjourn it for the next meeting, which is 3 weeks from now. And if they want to do something else, then they can get in touch with us in the next 3 weeks.
Yes, that would work.
Motion to adjourn for 3 weeks.
Let's adjourn to the next meeting. I think that is 3 weeks.
January 12th, 2022.
Yes, okay. It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Harry, I. Tom F.
Aye.
Ann?
Aye.
Tom R.
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Sunshine?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay,
Now-
thank you, board, and Merry Christmas, everybody, and Happy Holidays.
You
Merry
too.
Christmas.
New Year.
Thank you.
And we'll wait a moment for Kelly to join us.
He's coming.
Okay, I am back.
Thank you, Kelly. Preliminary review of secret determination, A021068 acres SPV REO LLC.
So this application relates to a flag lot in North Sea. It has frontage on North Sea Harbor. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated December 20, 2021. The board had issued a wetlands permit to allow for construction of a residence and accessory improvements. That actually is the wrong survey. So what happened was the permit expired prior to the applicant closing out the permit. During that period, I had found that an extensive quantity of fill had been spread within the required naturally vegetated covenanted wetland buffer. I have been working steadily with the landowner to get that fill removed and to get the pre-existing natural grades restored, followed by native revegetation. The majority of that reclamation has been completed. There are some minor structural and hardscape improvements that need to be legalized. There is yet a section of driveway which provides access to the abutting lot, which has been removed as required. However, the reclamation is not yet complete. I did again meet with the landscape professional in order to provide guidance in terms of the remaining needed restoration at the site. So this application was filed in order to bring these matters to closure with regards to the needed site reclamation, also to legalize some minor changes in the residential improvements. That being said, we have sufficient a determination. As such, recommending that the hearing requirement be waived.
Motion to waive the public hearing.
Second.
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-8E of the Town Code. All in favor? Harry, I. Tom F.
Aye.
Ann.
Aye.
Tom R.
Aye.
George.
Aye.
Jerry.
Aye.
Sunshine.
Aye.
A021080 Acres SPV REO LLC.
This application relates to a lot in the same ownership as the prior application that abuts the prior property that was discussed. This lot has frontage on both Noack Road and North Sea and North Sea Harbor. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated December 20, 2021. This application needed to be filed as some modifications were made to construction of the accessory improvements, namely the swimming pool and pool patio that had not been authorized as part of a prior Conservation Board permit. The pool enclosure fence that got installed was found to be encroaching within the required covenanted buffer. I have been working with the landscape professional to get that pool enclosure fence relocated to its proper location and to get the unauthorized lawn removed and the necessary revegetation accomplished within the encroachment area that has already been completed. While the accessory improvements that need to be legalized as part of this application are closer to the wetlands than previously permitted, the required covenanted buffer that had been established on this property, its average overall width exceeds the requirements. As such, the minor changes to the pool and patio don't pose the potential for new adverse wetland impacts. That being said, there is sufficient information to make a determination. As such, I'm recommending that the hearing requirement be waived.
Motion to waive the public hearing.
Second.
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor? Harry, I. Tom F.
Aye.
Ann. Tom R,
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
Sunshine. And the next is the Wetland Jurisdictional Appeal 2/10 LLC. This is an application that was submitted to us for the board to make it a wetland, yes, a wetland jurisdictional determination. It was it's an application where Marty has issued a very extensive and thorough report, as he usually does, as he always does. And there is a bulkhead on the property that is in a state of disrepair. Ann and Sunshine visited the property, and their assessment was that it was a functional bulkhead. Marty saw some things that questioned that. But since that application came before us, they also applied to the town trustees for a bulkhead reconstruction or replacement. And that permit was issued by the Board of Trustees earlier this month. So that is scheduled for a full replacement. And therefore, I believe we can issue a letter of non-jurisdiction so that they can proceed with their project. Is there further discussion, or is there a motion to issue a I guess it'd be an LNJ, letter of non-jurisdiction?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Harry, aye. Ann?
Aye.
Tom F?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
Tom R?
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Sunshine? Sunshine, did you vote?
Yep, I said aye. Mhm.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
The next application is a wetland permit modification, CB 1905465 Fifth Drive LLC. This is an application that we've reviewed, and we issued a permit sometime earlier. And involved with that permit was the removal of a bulkhead. More recently, the trustees, I think a couple of months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, the trustees issued a permit to rebuild that bulkhead. It was to build it slightly different, a little bit lower, and they would take jurisdiction for 10 feet landward of that bulkhead, which is the standard of what they do on most applications. The holdup now is that they have required the applicant in the permitting process to apply to our board to lift the restrictive covenant that we put on that property in the area where the bulkhead will be reconstructed and the area that they will take jurisdiction of 10 feet landward. They will also put their own covenant on that, which will be very similar to the covenant that we had on it. But the landowner is restricted from constructing that bulkhead right now because of the covenant that we placed on it. When the Chapter 325 makes it clear that where the trustee permits are issued, we don't have jurisdiction. So it would be appropriate for us to lift that covenant so that the trustees can take the jurisdiction that the law seems to direct them to take. So I'd be looking for a motion to lift that covenant. I believe we need a majority +1.
Yes, you do.
And in the resolution that you write up, Marty, it would be good to condition the lifting of that covenant with the construction of the bulkhead. In other words, we should avoid the scenario of lifting the covenant and not having the property owner act on the bulkhead such that there is no covenant that remains on there by the trustees or by our board. It may not be an important consideration depending on how the resolution is written by the trustees, but that's the one concern I have on this property that I think can be remedied through the permitting resolution process. Do you understand what I'm saying, Marty, on that?
I guess I need clarification as site conditions have radically changed, and so I'm not clear as to what you're looking for that resolution to state.
Well, very simply,
I hear that the motion that's being considered is to allow for an amendment to the existing covenant to allow the trustees approved bulkhead to be constructed. But the construction of the bulkhead will result in significant backfill in open water. And so I'm not sure how you would go about extending the covenanted wetland preservation area over the destroyed wetlands and backfilled open water, if that's what you're suggesting.
no, that's not where I was going at all. What I was suggesting is that there needs to be a covenant on that property, and either our covenant should stand or the trustees' covenant. So what I'm suggesting is that the removal of the lifting of our covenant on that area should coincide with the trustees taking ownership of their covenant, so that there's not a gap that leaves it with no covenant in the future. That's the thing.
I don't know that it's the policy of the trustees to require covenants. So I don't quite know how that would be accomplished, since the trustees already issued a permit.
Okay, well, it may be a moot point anyway, but that was the one.
Are you just trying to make sure that they build the bulkhead within a reasonable amount of time and don't just sit on our amendment for the covenant to be lessened to do something else with the property, or?
Essentially that, or if they choose not to build the bulkhead, then our covenant can remain.
I thought we were saying it's not in our jurisdiction because the trustees, it's the trustees now. So if it's not in our jurisdiction.
Yeah, yes, but if the trustees were to rescind the permit to build the bulkhead, I don't know where we would stand with our existing covenant. So I just want to protect against
Let's see how you do.
using one board. I want to work together with the trustees and environmentally so that we can protect that property. And it doesn't matter to me too much whether we do it or the trustees do it, as long as it's protected. So that's very simply my goal on that. So I think at this point, we can lift that covenant with a resolution, and we can work with the trustees to protect against the scenario that my concern is. And that can be done in the resolution process. So let's just, if you're willing, let's just have a motion to lift the covenant in the area that the trustees have claimed jurisdiction.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Harry, aye. Tom F.
Aye.
Ann,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
Tom R.
Aye.
Sunshine,
Aye.
and George.
Aye.
Resolution to issue modification CB 20013 MIR Noyak Realty LLC, and the applicant has requested a postponement to January 12th.
Motion to postpone.
Second.
All in favor, Harry, I, Tom F,
Aye.
Ann,
Aye.
Tom R,
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
Sunshine,
Aye.
and CB 21005 Douglas Zorro and Lorraine Burke Zolo.
Yeah, this is a property for which the Conservation Board had approved had issued a permit for accessory and residential improvements. After we had approved the survey and project plans, it came to our attention that an existing shed needed to be permitted both by this board and by the building division. So I had advised the applicant to file a wetland permit modification application with which we could legalize the existing shed, as the presence of the shed poses no issues in terms of adverse impacts to wetlands. So there is a resolution before you to approve the requested wetland permit modifications in order to legalize that shed.
Motion to issue the modification?
Second.
Resolved that a wetland permit modification be issued to Douglas Zolo and Lorraine Burke Zolo for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor, Harry, I, Tom F,
Aye.
Ann, Tom R,
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
Sunshine.
Aye.
And the last on the agenda is what we did first with the resolution to withdraw. So the agenda is finished. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Happy
Second.
holidays, everyone.
Yes, have a great, everyone.